Every country has a different law and a different hierarchy which the lawyers pursue. For example, in the UK and Canada, the lawyers are often called as barristers and solicitors. They have different duties than each other. And in the rest of the world, lawyers are just called lawyers or attorneys. A solicitor provides specialist legal advice to their clients, which could range from an individual to an organization and are often the first point of contact. They will most likely be employed by a law firm or a private organization or work within the government or the court service. Their work can cover a range of legal practice areas from criminal or family law to corporate and commercial law. The majority of a solicitor's work will take place outside of the court, although there may be times when they are required to attend. A barrister will represent their clients in the court and are often called upon to provide specialist advice in the legal practice area they're specializing in. Unlike solicitors, most barristers will be self-employed and work in chambers, and competition for a place can be fierce. However, some barristers may work for the government agencies or private organizations. A barrister often uses the legal work carried out by a solicitor to prepare ahead of a trial or hearing. Another important difference is their appearance in court. Barristers will wear wig and gowns, whereas solicitors will usually only need business attire. There can be some crossover between the roles. For example, solicitors may be able to represent their client in the court if they are granted rights of audience. However, barristers can work at much higher levels of the court than solicitors. The legal profession in UK is structured differently than the other countries. In the UK, law starts at the undergraduate level with the LLB honors degree. The entry is on a senior secondary school qualifications via the standard centralized university application process. Finishing the LLB is completion of academic stage. The timeline in pipeline is around 3 years. The law graduate then goes on to a vocational stage and is different for solicitors and barristers. Prospective solicitors do not do the legal practice course, which is often abbreviated as LPC, which is ordinarily 2 years long but may be fast-tracked to 1 year for those whose LLB award is at first class or upper second class. The timeline is around 5 years. The prospective barristers first sit the BCAT, which is the full form for the BCAT is Bar Course Aptitude Test, a kind of LSAT, and then Bar Professional Training Course, which is often abbreviated as BPTC, which is for 1 to 2 years depending on the provider and the candidate's award. The timeline goes to 4 to 5 years. After the vocationals, the final step is the law apprenticeship. The prospective solicitors fish around and land a training contract, also called articles in the old days, with the law firm. It is 2 years long, statutorily remunerated on a fixed scale, and usually in the format of 4 to 6 months rotations in different practice areas of the law firm. On the successful completion of the training contract, then successful application and the admission to the Law Society of England and Wales, or the counterparts in the Scotland or Northern Ireland. The timeline goes to 7 years. The prospective barristers fish around and land a pupillage with the practicing barrister. It is a 1 year long, statutorily remunerated, and usually in the format of 2 to 6 months period, called the success. And on the successful completion of the pupillage, then successful application and admission to the Bar Council of England and Wales, or the counterparts in Scotland or the Northern Ireland. The timeline goes from 5 to 6 years. From start to finish, the UK lawyer will be 6 to 7 years older, And yet, every single one of these years in legal education and training will be directly linked to the law. The UK lawyer will have come out of qualifying route with at least 1 to 2 years of actual supervised lawyering experience.